Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to my Pokemon Unite video, man. We're gonna take a peek at Decidueye. He's out for everybody right now, globally. He did say he was supposed to come out tomorrow, but I guess that's their time. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, we're on the 19th. It said it's supposed to come out on the 19th. Today is the 18th, and here he is. I don't know. It is what it is. Decidueye is here. Let's get into it. Basic attack. So his basic attack essentially is like a machine gun. The more you attack, the faster it goes to a cap. So these boosted auto attacks fire more quills. So in other words, they attack a lot quicker once his boosted auto attacks are stacked up. And it does decrease damage, as you're dealing damage, if that makes sense. It's actually really, really fun. You're going to see it in the game in a second. I think it's actually probably the best auto attack animation so far that we have right now. I think it's pretty cool. I think Greninja's is also up there, but I think this is actually like a really, really fun to play with right now. So longer reach, the best passive in the game currently right now, in my opinion, because it actually makes sense, right? The further you are away from a target, the more damage you deal. Sweet, you know what I'm saying? You're playing a long-range AOE, AOE Pokemon or what have you, damage dealer Pokemon, AD carry, whatever. The further you are, the more damage you do. What? All right, it's about time they give us something useful other than Gengar's passive ability, So, Razor Leaf, let's talk about it. This ability, not great. In my opinion, so far that I've been playing with, not great. I get you, brand new Pokemon. There's gonna be thoughts and opinions everywhere out there. But this ability, hear me out. So listen, what Razor Leaf does is it turns your basic auto attacks into AOE. Think about Hurricane from League of Legends, where you pick up that item and it makes your auto attacks deal AOE auto attacks. Essentially, it's the same exact thing, but you can trigger this ability whenever you want to within the 10 seconds, right? Because it's 10-second cooldown. It's a buff that lasts for multiple, for a short period of time. So what it does is it increases your damage the more HP the opposing Pokemon has when you upgrade this ability. Sounds good, right? Good on paper. Essentially, this is all you do. You literally just walk up, you auto attack Pokemon. That's it. That's all you do. So in other words, your attack and your attack speed is increased. In addition, the basic attack can target multiple Pokemon at the same time. So in other words, let's say you walk up to bees, essentially press this button, you can hit all bees with your auto attack. Cool. That's it. That's all you get. It's nothing like, woo, amazing. It's just attack speed buff that in AoE. Cool. This is what you want to play with, boys. This is where it's fun. Nidalee from League of Legends throws a spear. This is essentially the same thing, except for this ability can go across the football field. Like, I can be in Zapdos pit, hit you all the way down in bot lane bush. I can be at Dreadnought, hit you all the way up to halfway in Zapdos pit. I can be at Red Buff, sniping you down to bot lane. This ability range is ridiculous. It is so fun to play with, except for it is a skill shot. So it is a long distance skill shot where you can rev this up from a mile away before they even see you coming. It is so much fun. Now, think of Lucario, right? Power Up Punch. Same ability, except for it's ranged. This cannot crit so far that I've been playtesting with. It cannot deal crit damage. But once you max it out, like in other words, once you pull it back, the further it can go, just like Lucario's Power Up Punch, when you land this ability, you will snare a target for a brief second, like it slows them down, an arrow gets stuck in the ground, and they're kind of slowed in that little area. It is really, really fun, and it's so satisfying to land a hit on the target with this ability. Like, if you enjoy being far away, like in a ranged ADC, this is going to be the Pokemon you want to pick up and play. It is so much fun. Now, here's the kicker though, when you upgrade it, you deal more damage to the opposing Pokemon the lower their HP is. So it's kind of like an execute snipe. It is so fun, boys. I'm trying to tell you. Your next ability could be Leaf Storm. This ability is kind of like self-explanatory. You literally just think of like a shotgun in front of your face. You just shotgun, and what it does is it knocks Pokemon back. That's it. That's all it does. That's okay. Now Shadow Sneak. This is a short hit ability. It would always hit an enemy Pokemon or a wild Pokemon that's next to you. What happens is you essentially levitate off the ground for a little while, increases your movement speed, and what it does, it decreases the movement speed and defense of opposing Pokemon. So this will always hit anyone that's next to you, one target. Well, let's say like you're trying to traverse the map or what have you, go from top to bottom. This will give you increased movement speed. You'll hover through the lane or what have you. It's really, really fun. This is his only mobility tool, but it's super satisfying, I'm trying to tell you. But I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun playing Spirit Shackles. But let's hop into a game. Let's see how it goes. Catch you guys in a minute. I'm out. Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Decidueye here in Masters Rank. We're going through the jungle. Now I know he kind of came out a little bit early, kind of took me by surprise too, because the Twitter page does say 10:19. I'm assuming that's their time, not our time. Therefore, he's here now. I guess they should probably, reinstate this, make it clear on Twitter, EST or, US time or what have you. Because for a lot of us in America, it says 10:19, so we're assuming tomorrow, but then he comes out today, which is the 18th. It is what it is, man. Decidueye is here, he's out, he's ready to play, ready to have fun. This Pokemon is super fun. I'm just going to give you my take on it, my experience so far since I've been playing him. Obviously, it hasn't been out for very long, but obviously I get videos out, gotta make content, we gotta do the thing. He is similar to Nidalee from League of Legends, whereas you have a spear for your Spirit Shackle ability, which essentially is like map wide. Like, it is so satisfying to hit somebody with his ability. Like, it does a lot of burst damage on impact. Also, when it's fully charged, kind of like Lucario's Power Up Punch, when it's fully charged, it'll shackle them to the ground for a split second and does damage as they walk away and slowing them. It is very, very fun to play. His auto attacks do like mediocre damage. They're very, very lackluster, which is fine, you know what I mean? Because it goes rapid fire, like you just pew, 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 pew. As long as you have your boosted auto attacks up, it'll start doing them as in like a machine gun, essentially. And it only hits single target unless you take his ability called Raise Relief. But at the same time, I don't feel Raise Relief is super good. I mean, again, this is a brand new Pokemon. Obviously, we're still learning things, but for right now, I don't feel it's as good as Spirit Shackle. And this is just me. Again, I really like Spirit Shackle. I like the long range distance ability. I love the way I can snipe people. It's just, it feels great. You know what I mean? Whereas Spirit Shackle does a lot of damage, essentially, because it allows your auto attacks to AoE. So essentially, they're AoE rapid fire. But at the same time, I'd rather just play like Zeraora or Gengar or what have you and do that burst damage up front if I'm going to be in melee range, you know what I mean? Because if someone could just jump on my face, the only thing I can do is auto attack, that's all I have. Now we call it Shadow Sneak is like, it gives you that boost of mobility, and it's a short hit, so it will target enemy Pokemon that's near you or wild Pokemon that's near you, and when it does, it slows them down or what have you. I think that's going to be your bread and butter. Obviously, there's one more, this Whirlwind, I think it's called Whirlwind, if I remember. And what Whirlwind does is, it's a skill shot in a line that's in front of you. It's not very far or what have you, but it's like a blast of air that pushes targets back and can AoE. It's alright, it's okay. But look, this is his Unite move. This is how I think I'm going to end up using it. I'm not going to use it when I'm inside the team fight. I want to be like a mile away. Because when I'm playing this Pokemon now, I'm playing as a Poke Pokemon. If I have to get up close and personal to auto attack you, then I will. But I think, even in solo queue, even in team play, I think this Pokemon is going to be phenomenal in the right hands. Like, he does a lot of DPS. I don't want to say he's S tier right now just because of the fact that he will require skill to play. Because all his abilities are skill shots. And I'm so glad they're actually giving this Pokemon like this, that you actually have to aim. And it's not super easy. Like, you move slightly, it moves far. You know what I mean? Like, it's not super easy to aim. But at the same time, it does so much damage when you do hit a target. It's really fun, boys. Like I'm trying to tell you. If you're debating on picking up this Pokemon, I advise you to pick him up, give him a shot. But just keep in mind, though, he will take some time getting used to. He's a brand new Pokemon. His kit is different than a lot of other Pokemon we're used to that's out right now. Whereas, you know how Lucario has that Power Up Punch, right? Think of it, his Spirit Shackle just like that, except for it's from a distance. And it does a lot of damage. Now, I can't tell if it crits yet, because, again, I'm still trying to playtest, the build choices, the items, what have you, but I do know it does a huge burst of damage, like a huge burst of damage. I don't know if that's just guaranteed to do a huge burst of damage. I believe so far it's just like Lucario's Power Up Punch, where it cannot crit. It just has that giant chunk that, it does. It cannot crit so far that I've seen. I've been trying in the playtest realm, the practice matches, I've been trying different types of build setups, what have you. Tried Razor Claw, Scope Lens. I cannot get the ability to crit, so I'm pretty sure it's just like Power Up Punch from Lucario, where that cannot crit. But, again, the Pokemon when it comes to mobility, he has a lot of it. Like, if you couple in Red Buff, and you couple in Shadow Sneak, he's got a lot of mobility. The only time he's actually slow is when you're sitting here aiming with this ability. But look at it, look how much burst that is. It's just so much damage. And Snorlax throws his wall up to stop me. He should have just bumped me to get rid of my Unite move, but it's okay. It's all good. It's just so much fun. Now it does, as you see, it does flicker back and forth to targets that are next to you, but again, you still have to aim this ability at specific targets to deal damage. Remember that. So think about all the utility this Pokemon has now with that kit. You can steal Zapdos, you can steal Dreadnought, Rotom. It shoots ridiculously far. Like, you can come out of the jungle, as you saw earlier when I clipped the, what else to call it, Decidueye earlier, when I came down from my red buff side, and I sniped them out of existence. It does a lot for what it is. It may not seem like it, but my goodness, it's a lot of fun. Now, again, this is straight out of, what do you call it, the update. Like, the update just happened. Got in a couple games with Decidueye, played in the practice round. I'm here to stay. I like this Pokemon. I really think he may be one of my new mains, him and Gengar right now. But I know a lot of people were really wanting to play this Pokemon. I know how hype he was when everyone was talking about him. He was in the files, he's here and there. Don't get me wrong. We're getting Serena coming up here soon in December. And, for those of you that don't know, Golem is also coming up here. Trust me, he'll be leaked here soon enough. He's also in the files. There's a lot of cool Pokemon right now that are in the files out there in the data mine. But, who knows? So far, people have been very accurate about it. Decidueye, you know, we just got leaked not too long ago. We knew he was there, but we know how soon he was coming. There's a possibility we get Golem here soon before her, or what have you. I don't know, man. I'm having fun playing him. It's different, like seeing a brand new Pokemon. See, this right here has got to stop, though. Like Blastoise, though, it's got to stop. Look at that. 2,000 damage from his Unite move. 2,000. That's obscene, isn't it? Like, he's supposed to be a tank, right? Why does his Unite move do so much burst damage? You know what I mean? Like, I get you, I'm squishy, but 2,000 damage for a tank? That seems a little bit out there, boys. I know it got nerfed, but come on, guys. But anyway, I think like this Pokemon brings a whole different playset to this game right now. Because again, now you got to be careful when there's Decidueye on the enemy team, or your team or what have you, because he can snipe you from a mile away. You don't know when it's coming. I could be sitting right here, getting ready to wind up right now, when Snorlax is over there next to the Corphish. He wouldn't know.
The final stretch.
But he's about to find out, though, right? He's about to find out. Look at this. The damage is so good, boys. I'm trying to tell you. That wasn't a fully charged shot, and he is a tank. Now, from what I can see, and by playing him so far, he is very, very squishy. So you have one ability, which is Shadow Sneak, to get in and out of situations. Now, your Night move is kind of hard to control. You see me trying to hit the Blastoise? It is kind of difficult to control, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, the worst part about it is, once you use your Night move, you're stationary, right? You can't move until you cancel it or what have you. So if another Pokemon gets on top of your face and just, like, walks around you, per se, like, I think it would be a pain in the butt. But, I mean, each their own. Some people may think his Unite move is actually really, really strong. I think it's pretty good, especially for zoning from an area. Like, you can engage with his Unite move from a mile away. I think that's pretty good. But hey, man, this has been Pawse Plays. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Smash that like button, join that Discord. Keep a lookout for the, brand new iOS code that's going to come up here soon, maybe. Or already happened. Who knows? I'll see you guys in the very next video. Thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have been giving me as of late. Appreciate it. Pawse Plays. I'm out.